All right. Peace and greetings, YouTubers. So, the 2018 Billboard Music Awards, let's just jump right into it. Now, I have to say, the beef I have with this award show, along with a lot of the others, is just that the award show is too long. Like, dang, how long we gonna be here? You know what I mean? It's almost like when you're a child and you used to have to sit in church all day. Like, some of them services when I was growing up used to be so long. It'd be like Jesus left the service, Jesus went to lunch, came back, we were still in there, and we was only at the announcements, and we get ready to do offering. I'm like, Lord, like, even Jesus would leave sometimes. Okay? Same thing like with my high schoolers, because, you know, my high schoolers graduate each and every year. And I always tell them, listen, if your last name starts with anything that comes after the letter N, I'm going to be about an hour and a half late to your graduation, because I know that by the time I show up and they start calling all the names, because it's 900 of y'all, they're only going to be at the J's. So I got time. So I'm not going to be on time to your graduation. Just don't take it the hard way. But I can't sit in there all day. My God. I'm telling you, if I was ever in charge of an award show, there would only be about 8 performers, literally 8. And those 8 would have to audition to get on the show. Just because you got the #1 hit in the country does not mean you're going to be performing tonight. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it that night. You can watch from the audience. I'm going to let somebody else come on up here and entertain. Plus, I feel like it would open the doors for a lot of entertainers who just need exposure. But let me get to my point. Overall, I think the show was okay. It wasn't too bad. I think it was better than some of the previous award shows that have come out in the last 3-4 months. Kelly Clarkson was the host. Actually, she was a really great host, by the way. I really enjoy her personality. Great performer as well. I really enjoyed her opening. To be honest, her opening was better than about 5 of them other performances that happened tonight. That's all I'm going to say. I also enjoyed her actual performance from the track that's from her album. Her album's actually pretty good too. And for some reason, I don't know why I thought it was so funny, but by the time she came out at the end with Salt and Pepper, I was on the floor dying for some reason. I don't know what was funny about it, but something about her personality. She just seemed like she was living her best life tonight, like she was just in heaven. And so for some reason, that crap just had me rolling. I don't know why it was funny, because it wasn't even funny, but I was dying. By the way, Kelly, do me a favor. Please, don't say, tweet, or do anything problematic, because, Lord, everybody in the pop and country demographic keep messing up, tweeting all kind of crazy stuff and saying some crazy outlandish political statements. So, you know, Shania Twain, I'm still pissed off at. I was like, what the heck, Shania? You were one of the few I rocked with. What you doing? Anyway, moving on. So Ariana Grande performed. I forgot the name of the song, but I do like the song. I've heard it a few times. I always have a respect for Ariana because she can actually sing. So, you know, cool for her. And I will say, for her to bounce back from all that mess that happened with, you know, the little terrorist attack at her concert, I will always, she'll have a place in my heart somewhere. Because I'm like, you know what? A lot of people would have been off the ledge after that. A lot of people don't recover from things like that, because that's a horrible way to wake up knowing people died coming to see you. And to no fault of your own, but just because there's a bunch of lunatics in the world. So good for her. Okay, I'm about to mess up this girl's name. What was it? Dua Lipa? I don't know. But pretty much, her performance, I was finally able to put a face to the song. Because I would always hear that song all the time, like at the grocery store and stuff, but I would never know who sang it. And she randomly performed with a flamingo. She better be happy it wasn't a real one, because, you know, Peter would have been all over her. But, you know, that song, actually, I kind of like the song. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of all them stores that be in the mall that be playing all that loud music. Like, I remember, I think I was at the mall one time, and I was with one of my friends, and, like, she was like, oh, meet me at, I think it was Wet Seal. I think that's the name of the store. Wet Seal, Silver Seal, some shit like that. And I went into that store. The store was loud, just dunk, and I'm walking in, and the girl there said, hey, how can I help you? Like, oh, I'm just looking for my friend. She says she's somewhere in here. Oh, okay, well, I'm right back if you need anything. And the music's just blasting. That song just sounds like it's one of them songs that will play in a store like that. Anyway, back to my point. So, I don't know what else that girl sings, but I guess that song, I could have done without the performance, to be honest, but it is what it is. Shawn Mendes, he performed, I don't know what he performed either, but I will say this, whatever he performed was a very, very nice song. Now, I'm not going to be playing it in my car or nothing, but it was very nice. He sounded nice singing it. And I said, okay, Shawn Mendes. I really enjoyed the song, and I thought the stage was cool. Those little flower lighting up things, whatever he had. I was like, okay, Shawn, I rock with you. Yeah. I never really have a problem with Shawn Mendes. Usually when he performs, he can sometimes be boring, but I will say he always gives a decent vocal every time I see him. So no beef with Shawn tonight. Side note, Sierra looked really good. I just want y'all to know. Sierra was gorgeous. I just want you all to know that. Who else? Oh, Khalid and Normani performed. Or is it Khalid? Khalid, whatever y'all want to call him. So they performed. Yo, I see things for Normani. Listen, my dental work just got my whole speech all effed up. I'm telling you, this God, I feel like they realigned my jaw or some crap. But anyway, Normani, she's going places. There's something about her I see where I'm just like, yeah, she's gonna be that one. I really enjoy her. And then Khalid, of course, is always cool. My one wish for Khalid, I would like to hear him sing in his other octaves. I know he has them, but he tends to only sing in that one. I just want to hear what he sounds like in the others. You know what I mean? Either that or I want to see him do the national anthem. I just want to see what it would sound like. You know? Oh, say, can you see? I just want to see how he would sound. I just want to know if he's still going to do that accent thing he sings with. But Khalid, nice kid. I like his energy. So, good performance. Normani kind of upstaged him a bit because as soon as she got on that floor and did that hair thing, I was like, yeah, she owned this. Okay, interesting. John Legend performed. I almost missed it because Normani and Khalid had just finished. I was trying to go to the bathroom, and they're like, John Legend. I thought he was presenting. He was performing. I had to come back. I'd say, tell my bladder to hold on. Like, dang. And John Legend was cool. I like John Legend more when he's with the full band and more so sitting at the piano. But, you know, for this song, it was cool. I like the song. John Legend usually gives a decent vocal. So, no beefs with John. Xtina and Demi. Less is more. Less is more. They both have great voices. I think I was liking the performance until that last 30 seconds. Then my head started hurting. It got to that scream fest. I'm like, listen, we know y'all can sing. We know y'all can hit those notes. But the whole song can't be that. Just my opinion. You know, you give just enough. You know, that's what always made somebody like a Whitney Houston great. Solely because she could hit all those notes, but she wasn't just going to come at you screaming for 3 minutes. She was going to give you a nice light feathered head voice and a little bit of this and some falsetto. And then she'd give you the power notes and she'd bring it back down and bring it home. They got, listen, about 30 seconds into the song, it just turned into scream fest. I was like, man, I had to turn the TV down, hurt my head. I'm like, man, I felt like my neighbor was hitting on the wall, like, turn that shit down. Like, goodness. I mean, it was cool, though. It was a decent performance. I liked the song. I need to go listen to the studio version because I think I would like it more. Demi has a great voice. I like Demi Lovato. Xtina has a great voice as well. I'm not about to fight her fans tonight. But yeah, less is more. Less is more. I think if they just would have scaled back a tiny bit, it would have been better. I think they were trying to do too much, and so some of them started missing notes, and they got to straining, and it was all kind of notes I couldn't even recognize towards the end. And listen, I'm no Luther Vandross or Tevin Campbell or nothing like that, but I still know it sounds good. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm interested to see how Xtina's project is going to turn out because she hasn't been out in a good minute. So, Xtina, I'm ready for you. Let's see what you got. Let me see here. Oh, Ed Sheeran performed. Now listen, a lot of times when I do these award show reviews, people think I'm shady when I talk about them having a nice stage because I always talk about that time Aretha Franklin was talking about all the different, I guess, the divas, and she got Taylor Swift and she said, okay, let's see, great gowns. I always be like, beautiful stage. Ed Sheeran, he really had a beautiful stage, and I just thought the stage was cool. He was cool. I liked the song, I guess, but the stage for some reason was so cool to me with the lights and the. Here's the cool thing about performers in 2018. Technology has just gotten so advanced that you can get a really good visual presentation watching these award shows or watching these concerts. It's really, really cool. Sometimes I wish a lot of the great acts from back in the day had that same technology because I would have loved to see like what a Michael Jackson would have done with all the stuff that's out today. You know, he was always still setting the bar in his time, but you know, with all the LCD screens and all that other crap they got now, I would have loved to see what like a Michael could do. Like, true story, I think with some of the kids I was working with, one time we were randomly watching, like, I think it was a Whitney Houston clip or something. It was Whitney, she was singing I Want to Dance with Somebody, some award show, and pretty much it was just Whitney on the stage. Just her. I don't even think the band was on the stage, or if they were, they were in the back. So you just saw Whitney. She sounds phenomenal. Now, I'm enjoying the performance. I think it's the dopest thing ever. My kids were like, she ain't got no dancers, she ain't got no lasers, this is boring, da-da-da-da. And I swear I turned into a young one, like, not on my watch will you disrespect. Like, there will be no Whitney slander. When I tell you we canceled snack that day, ain't nobody ate. You will not talk about Whitney or Michael or Prince or Janet. We ain't doing it. And so, but anyway, it's just interesting to see how technology has changed and advanced, where performances, you know, in this day and age, I think one, because a lot of people just don't have the talent anymore, but you need a lot of smoke and mirrors to keep people entertained. I think Ed Sheeran doesn't need that, though. He can actually sing, he can play instruments, he's a pretty good entertainer. And I keep forgetting that he is not from the United States. I be thinking he's from Texas or something, and he's from somewhere across the water. I'm like, wait, because as soon as he talks in that accent come out, I'm like, what? Huh? Oh, okay. I could have swore you went to Prairie View or Texas A&M or somewhere for college, but okay. Actually, those are HBCUs, but hey, you might have wanted to go. You might have wanted to swirl a bit. Let me say, oh, J-Lo performed. See, this is what I mean when I was saying the show was getting too long. I forgot that she performed because it was just so many people. She did a good job. When I tell you J-Lo has a way of staying relevant, her songs don't ever really catch on, but she will always book an award show and give a good performance, give you lots of dancing and give you what she can give you, and it's always entertaining. I don't think I've ever seen a J-Lo performance that I wasn't moved by. I may not be overly ecstatic, but I'm never disappointed with anything she does on the stage. I think as a performer, she's got, since her decline as far as the commercial success she's had in the United States, she's actually become a better performer. So listen, I don't know if she's still hungry for it, but she knows how to lay it out on the stage. So I'll give her that. She always gives something real different. So good for her. And then Khalid and Shawn Mendes did another tribute. Since it's for, everything going on with the shootings and, the country's still crazy. Everybody want to shoot everybody for everything. I'm not even going to critique it because it was for a good cause. So we're going to move right along. All right. And then was it Maren Morris? Okay, this is that in the middle song. I hear this all the time too, so I finally put a face to the song. I hear that crap every time I go to the grocery store. I'm like, who sings that? Every 5 minutes that thing's on. I kind of missed some of it because I was trying to get ready for Janet, and I had to just make me some snacks and stuff because I ain't ate all day. But no, she sounded pretty good. So no complaints for her. I like the song. I just wish they didn't play it every 5 minutes for all of 2018 and that first half of 2017. It was like, how much y'all gonna play this song? But good for her. But I guess that's the Billboard Awards. It's, you market and you expose those who have these really big hits. Which is why I didn't understand why a lot of people were getting mad with some of the people who were winning. I said the thing about the Billboard Awards is that it's centered around the charts. You already know who's going to win just based on who's had success on the Hot 100 or the Billboard 200. If you sold however many albums, you're going to be the winner. It's not like some of the other award shows like the Grammys where there's a panel that votes based on talent. This is solely based on chart success. So for the people who were mad because certain artists won over other artists, y'all should have bought the album, or y'all should have did whatever you stands do. Y'all do these streaming parties and do everything you do to manipulate the charts. Y'all should have did a little bit better. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, because some of them got, now let me move on. Some of them got mad about some of the people who won. I was like, y'all, it's charts. Nobody voted on this. It's just what the public bought. It's what the masses invested in. Janet Jackson. Let me give her a good 2 minutes. I love me some Janet. She looked really, really good. If I had a critique, I just wish she would have had like one more song. She was real short, it was interesting because they gave Janet like 3 minutes, but man, some of them other acts was up on stage for 3 days. It was like, what the heck? Y'all only gonna give Janet 3 minutes? Janet got like 100 hits, and for her to only be able to have time to do 2 or 3 of them, I was like, man. And so I think that's the thing when you have artists who have these really, really big careers when they have their prime. They just have so many hits that it's hard to please everybody because, all I needed from her, she could have just added Rhythm Nation at the end, or hell, I would even taken All For You or something. That would have been good. The set list was cool. I think Throb is for the fans. She should have saved that one for the tour. You know what I mean? And the whole When We Ooh mixed in with Nasty, that's for the fans too. Just let us have that. You don't got to give that to the masses because they don't know those songs and they don't care. And so my beef though was whoever the cameraman was, I want to meet them in the parking lot. They kept panning away at all the good moments. Right when Janet would be getting ready to do her breakdown and do all the choreography, they would pan right to something else. Because listen, when Janet was doing it and she got to them blade things, listen, Janet ain't done this blade thing since 2008. If you're a Janet fan, you know when she gets to If, them blades like, nope, she just swing her head. So I was like, oh, she's doing the blades. And right when she got to this thing, that cameraman panned to the girl from This Is Us. I was like, what the hell? And they kept it on her for like 10 seconds. Now, I'm glad the girl was enjoying the performance, but I wanted to see Janet. But yeah, Janet, you look so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Janet, listen, I'm sorry. Janet is 52. And so for her to be 52 and doing all that jumping and swinging and flipping, I need some of the younger acts to bring that same kind of energy. I think, to be honest, I felt bad for a lot of the people who performed afterwards because I was like, that's a lot to go after. And mind you, Janet didn't even give you a full... I feel like there was so much more you could have gotten, but Janet was like, nah, y'all got to come to my tour to see the rest because y'all not getting all this. Because if you see her on tour, like literally every opening of the last 2 or 3 tours of hers I've seen, she opens with like a 13-minute medley of just up-tempos and her dancing and running across the stage and doing this, and then there's 15 dancers that come from here and somebody come from the floor and somebody come from the roof, and just stamina for days. So it feels like they gave her like 3 minutes and like, okay, we know you're getting this big award, but you got 3 minutes because Camila, she got to sing the extended version of Havana tonight. So, and BTS is gonna get 20 minutes. So Janet, wrap it up. But no, Janet was good. I'm not gonna lie, Macklemore and Kesha to deal with my sanity, because I felt like Janet's performance was too short, I rewinded my DVR and watched Janet again, so I missed Malcolm Moore and Kesha, but I'm sure they weren't really doing too much, no way. I just need to get my full Janet fix, because I'm like, listen, this is the first performance in 9 years. Y'all done marketed her as the headliner of this show, and y'all gave her 2.5 minutes to perform. Listen, let me rewind my DVR and watch this twice and make it feel like I had 11 minutes. So they performed, I missed it. And then, like I said, Kelly did her solo piece from her album. Great performance, great vocals as well. Kelly gets it in. I will always remember when I was at that inauguration for Obama's re-election. I would listen. Trump's inauguration, I had pneumonia. I wasn't gonna be out there, no way. But when Kelly did that, what did she sing? "America the Beautiful," and she went to that octave she went in. Okay, Kelly. I've been good with her ever since. So after Kelly, Camila and Pharrell performed for 3 hours. Goodness, I said, Havana, nah. Now I'm not gonna lie, I like the Havana song. I used to hate it, but you know how the radio is and stuff. Once they play a song, you hear it a million times, you start to like it. But God, Camila was on stage for 3 days. I was like, wrap it up. Goodness, I only got like 3 months left in my 20s, so time is precious. You know what I mean? I gotta milk what's left of my youth. But no, she was actually good. She's gotten a lot better as a solo performer. I still think Fifth Harmony as a group, they should have stuck it out for a third album. I know that the third one just came out, but it's only the 4. I think they should have all stuck it out with the 5 of them for a third album, just because they would have been able to build a bigger platform, and then they should have all went solo. I think they would have had a much larger success. I think Camila's been really successful, and I think Normani's on her way, but I just think had they solidified their legacy as a group and really just been able to win more people over and then go solo, I think they would have had a bigger introduction. That's all I think. I just think that it was premature that they broke up. But again, when you put people together who were already soloists to begin with and try to force them to be in a group, sometimes it doesn't quite work. I know Fifth Harmony just had, I think their last concert a few days ago. But yeah, I'm anxious to see what's going to happen with the other 3 in the group. I don't know the other 3 names, but I know Camila and I know Normani. BTS performed. Let me word this carefully, because they fans crazy. By the way, I would love to see the Beehive and BTS fans. I just want to see who would win in that fight, because boy, them BTS fans, y'all are another breed of insane. My God. But you know what? I understand. I'll let you have it, because listen, the same way y'all go up for them is how I be going up for my favorite people. I'll say this: BTS, there's some really great dancers. I enjoy always watching their choreography, because it's unique to watch choreography or see how people do choreography in different countries and how they interpret things and how they bring it here. Like, their choreography is very interesting to me. It's not bad or anything, but I'm just like, oh, okay, I like it. That's interesting. They have some really, really, really ecstatic fans. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen with them. I know they just signed a really big record deal. I forgot what record label, but they're about to get their big push in the United States. Now, I know some of y'all are going to be like, man, F you don't know anything about K-pop. All y'all can be quiet, because listen, I was on the K-pop train long before this happened. I'm not really on it now, but back in the day, I used to follow the mess out of Lexi and Boa and Lee Highroy, and I think one guy was named B.I. or Bi or some crap like that. I used to rock with all of them back in 04, 05, and then I grew up. But, yeah, BTS, good for them. Salt and Pepper. Listen, y'all were wrong for this. Now, those of us in a certain age demographic got to get up in the morning. You could have put all the older acts in the beginning, so we didn't have to stay up till 11 for this. But Salt and Pepper, I enjoy. Lots of fun, lots of nostalgia. I wish, I hope somebody makes a gif of it. But there's this lady in the audience. When Salt and Pepper got to push it, this white lady was just getting it. I was like, dang, please, I need a GIF for that. I want that. Listen, somebody makes that crap into a GIF. The way I'm gonna use that thing on Twitter every 5 minutes. But no, Salt and Pepper was a lot of fun to watch. They have a great catalog as well. In Vogue was there. It wasn't the whole original, because that's In Vogue with Rona, but they were fun to watch. Overall, cool awards show. It's just a little long. I'm tired watching it, but it is what it is. I think they did a decent job of trying to have a balance of a little bit of everything, because sometimes these award shows, they have too much of the same kind of act and it just doesn't work. But this time I think Billboard, they did good. Maybe with them switching to NBC, that helped. Yeah, my only critique is just it was a little long. We was in there for 3 days. I was like, man, I was trying to make sure I didn't get gray hairs yet. I'm trying to hold out. My daddy didn't get his till he was 42, so I got plenty of time. And I just think y'all, listen, for that 80 extra minutes y'all gave Camila, y'all could have gave Janet one more song. That's all I'm saying. I just needed Janet to bring out the nunchucks for Rhythm Nation. I would have been sold. Oh, and by the way, Janet, you could have picked me to be one of them dancers that you had the auditions with. I could have just been on the side doing a 2-step and a C-walk. I would have been good. I would have got it in. I would have represented. That's okay. Anyway, talking about C-Walk and I got a red shirt on. I'm not in the gang, don't worry. But overall, great show. Well, it wasn't great, but it was cool. It was much better than what I've seen in the past, so I'm content. All right, I'm out.